Hey Christian,
Hello,
how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can you tell me a little bit about your internship?
Sure. So over the summer, I did an internship at University of Michigan. It's in Ann Arbor, and it was a software engineering data analysis internship because I worked with like log analysis. Uh, I wrote like scripts to analyze like millions of data that were recorded from multiple universities like Duke University, uh, Berea College, and University of Michigan. Yeah, and I used the technologies I used were mostly PyCharm and Python. Um, yeah, and special thanks to as you can see on my poster, I wrote special thanks to like Dr. Barbara Erickson, who was my internship supervisor, as you can see like in the image, and I also worked closely with Lance, who is her PhD student.
Nice, nice. Describe the most important describe the most important technical skill that you learned and why was it important during your internship?
Um, I think the most important technical skill I learned was like working with pandas. It's a Python library, and I worked with with pandas to like analyze and filter the the log like the data, and um, I wrote like methods like to classify some of the information to filter them out. Uh, then I compiled the results to CSV file summaries. And I think so. I think working with pandas was probably the most important technical skill that I learned. Yeah,
Nice, nice. What about the non-technical skills that you learned and why they were important?
I think I think the most important non-technical skill that I learned was like working in a team, learning how to be more professional and um, like being punctual, uh, just and overall communicating better. Like whether it's communicating online or in person. Um, yeah, I think definitely communication because that's very important in a workplace and uh, you have to be able to communicate constantly and so so you can have more clear view of like the tasks that you need to accomplish so and also so you can update each other on like the most recent like task or what you're currently working on. So I think communicating better um yeah was the most important non-technical skill that I learned.
Nice, nice. Can you explain what you feel most proud of that you accomplished during your internship and why you are proud of this accomplishment?
One thing that I was very proud of that I accomplished during the internship was um, it was a summary of some of the results from my analysis. Um, and one of the tasks that we were assigned to was to calculate the normalized change from
Mhm.
the students because uh, they were the way the questions were the data was there was like vote one and like vote two. Um,
Mhm.
like students were asked questions for at first, and then their answer was recorded as vote one, and then they did some group discussion, and then they voted again as a second time. And so
Mhm.
the task was to calculate the normalized change, which was like the improvement from the first vote to the second vote after the discussion. And I was very proud of that because part of the results because the results were accurate and they were also it took a lot of like guidance from Lance, my mentor, to like get to the results because I had to like filter out, calculate the correctness of each vote.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So I was very proud of those results.
Nice, nice.
Um, and another thing that I'm also proud of is like the fact that like the results that we worked on are gonna be added onto like a paper that's going to be submitted to the 60 conference. Um, like as you can see as part of my um, poster. I was really proud of the fact that like some of the results that we got um, are gonna be like published for conference.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing about your internship?
Um, uh, some of my favorite things about the internship was I liked being in the new city. Um, like just living on my own, like getting that experience of like what it's gonna be like, once I start working, what it's gonna be like to be on my own. So I really like that experience. And then one of my other like favorite things was like I was able to see the progress that I made, especially from like the mentorship that I was getting. So just being able to see the gradual improvement was like uh, it was one of my favorite parts of the internship.
Nice, nice. If you could go back, what would you change different?
Um, I think the thing that I would change differently is it's similar to what I mentioned earlier, that I learned about communicating. I think I would have asked more questions uh, early on in the internship, because I guess uh, I wasn't as like I think I wasn't as comfortable asking questions early on. So I think if I had an opportunity to change something, it would be like just feel free to ask more questions early on in their internship, and just yeah, like yeah, yeah, I think
Nice,
that would be it.
nice. Yeah, thank you for sharing your experience with me. Of
Yeah, yeah. No, thank you for doing the interview.
course.
All right,
Have a great day.
you too.
Bye.